Hello everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching CNXG. Thank you also for watching my Q&A videos, question and answer videos that I'm due every single Monday. And I'm answering questions today that you guys asked from last Monday. And any questions you guys have today, please go down below and ask me and I'll answer them next Monday. Okay, that's how it works. Welcome new subscribers. Channel's growing fast and I'm getting lots of new subscribers every day. It feels good. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. Like I just got done saying, this is a question and answer video. Just go down in the comment section, ask any questions you have, please. Last week was Valentine's Day. Hope you guys managed through it just fine. Hope you're okay. I know it's upsetting as it comes, and then when it's here, you just can't stop ruminating about your ex, or what are they doing? Are they happy now? And things like that. So you made it. So know that you made it. And you're going to make it every Valentine's Day, okay? And maybe in the future you'll have a Valentine if you didn't this year, okay? Locations. You guys are doing great, by the way. Only one person didn't give their location. That's awesome. That is so amazing. Thank you so much for cooperating, because I just think it's really neat. That's why I put that map on the world, the map of the world behind me. It's kind of like to just show, the whole world. We're all connected here, and we're all together on this. We're all doing this together, and we're kind of holding each other's hands and stuff like that. And, it's just to let you guys know you're not alone. This affects every community worldwide, okay? Narcissism is everywhere. It's hard to avoid. So let's get started. First question is from Venus in New Zealand. Hello, Venus. Why was my ex so jealous even when I was so loyal and faithful, and he flirted and cheated on me? Well, double standards, aren't they? They're insecure, okay? They're way insecure, so they can't handle you. No matter what they're doing, they can't handle you being around other guys. They can't. They have a false ego, whatever they are, if they're borderline or narcissist, a false ego, or borderline, thinking that everyone's against them and everyone's going to hurt them and everyone's going to abandon them. That's just normal, Venus, and I'm sorry. And, we put too much of ourselves into these people that don't deserve it. And I hope you can see how you're maybe doing that throughout your life with every relationship you have, friendships and family and stuff like that. So if you can at least just recognize, parts of it as yours and what you've done, then you can change something. Because if it's all them, then you can't change them, and then what, right? So this is normal for someone in a cluster B, personality disorder. They just are too insecure, can't handle you around people, but then they need the attention and they go and flirt. And it really comes down to this, Venus. I've said this before. Liars think everyone's lying. Cheaters, if they cheat all the time, they think you're cheating too. And it's just normal. Psychopaths and sociopaths believe that everyone feels the same as they do, thinks the same way. It's just the way it is, Venus, but you have to love yourself, okay? You have to not give too much of yourself to somebody else. It has to be kind of equal in any relationship, friendships, things like that. You don't just do everything for someone else and they just take it, okay? And with borderlines, you really fall into that, and narcissists, of taking care of them, and it never stops, does it? Never. You're just on that hamster wheel all the time. Venus' second question. Are narcissists sadistic by nature? Sadistic means you like to look and see people in pain. Now, narcissists, a lot of them, they do, don't they? They like to watch you in pain, and it really has to be them that did it to you. Them that are responsible for your pain. They like to watch that. But, all I say, when I go back to people that are abusive, okay, it's a choice. Okay, most of it is a choice. When you're personality disordered, such as borderlines, you're not very aware sometimes of how you look and what you're doing to people. But the real abuse, the cheating and the lying, they know they're doing it, okay? This starts at a young age, and they decide to do these things. So in adolescence, they realize something's different. They have needs just like us, and they figure out the best way to go about it is to be abusive, to be manipulating, to be lying, okay? They just don't have much empathy, or maybe none, So they don't really care how it affects you. But they do care what they look like. Crazy, huh? I hope that helps, Venus. Thank you. Axis from New Hampshire. My narc ex-friend is a public figure with a big following and lots more supply than most narcs. Will she still attempt a hoover months or years down the road? Well, I never know I answer this question the same. I never know what an individual is going to do, but people with personality disorders, when they are attached to you or they got attached to you or they're with you for a period of time, they seem to always come back. And, I can say that safely because even when someone tells me, they haven't come back in 2 years. I just had another lady, the record, I think she's told me 30 years later, she just got hoovered. 30. The record was 25. Now it's 30. 30 years later, a guy came back and hoovered her. Crazy. So I'm always going to tell you they're going to come back. And the reason I do that is because, not just because they always do usually, but of course they may not. There's some that don't. But if you just tell yourself this is what they do, they probably will. Ask yourself, what do I want to become? What do I want to come of that? I don't want anything to do with them, right? I don't want to say anything to them. If I try and tell them anything and it's something they did bad to me, then it'll start in a fight and then I'm in the middle of it. So just ignore. So plan on what you're going to do if they knock on your door, if they call you on the phone, show up at your job, things like this. So you're prepared and it just feels better. You don't have to sit there and be so scared of it. You know exactly what you're going to do. Practice. Practice with someone else. Practice in front of a mirror. Practice out loud. It really helps. Okay? I hope that helps. Thank you. Patrick from Switzerland. Hello, Patrick. Can you still heal from this without professional help? So, good question, Patrick, and it's a complex one, or a complex answer. So, I kind of look at this whole process, and, most of us don't know what happened until this nasty, abusive relationship ends. And at some point, we find the answers. We find out kind of what it is, what happened, what they are. So we have damage from this relationship, okay? Our brains are damaged. And our brains heal naturally, okay? Best during sleep. That's why I just drill you guys need sleep and rest so much. So you have healing as far as healing from a wound, healing from trauma, traumatic events, stuff like that, from this relationship. You also have healing from your childhood. I say this a lot because most of us got into relationships with disordered people because of our childhood. Okay? So healing, too many of us believe it's just about feeling better or I want to be like my old self. But your old self got you into this problem. Your old self needs healing from your childhood. That's why you married or lived with or fell in love with someone that can't love you back. Okay, or can't love you back appropriately or healthy or, So healing, yes, feel better. The initial shock from the relationship being over and the damage has been done to our brain and that kind of anxiety floating around, all these things. Yes, time will heal and you don't have to have professional help to do that, to feel better. The real problem is what I keep saying, is you guys, most of us don't realize that we weren't great before this relationship. We think we were. And when you start talking to somebody, when you have someone professional in front of you and starts bringing these things up and showing you, hey, Patrick, these things didn't work out. Your life didn't really work out for you in the best. And you weren't really healthy. And you may have felt healthy, but you had nothing to compare it to. This process will help you be a new, improved, better you. Eventually. Do you need professional help? I think so. I really do. I really do. I don't know how much awareness someone can really have to heal the correct way, 100%, to deal with our childhood. Because we can't see these things. It's too hard for us to see it on our own. We need that outside perspective. We need someone that doesn't know us, that's not emotionally involved or attached in our situation, can listen to you, is patient, and can offer some really good information for you that you didn't already know. Because professionals have dealt with this over and over again. Okay? So, you can heal, you can feel better, but I don't believe you'll come as far as you need to. As far as you will with professional help. And it's very important that you do go that far. Because if we don't, we tend to repeat this. We have all kinds of different issues, anxiety issues, sometimes addictions we need to deal with. So all of this stuff needs to be dealt with. It's all a part of our recovery and healing. Not just feeling better. I hope that helps, Patrick, okay? Good luck, Okay? Keep learning. Information is amazing. At least knowing, and listening to other people that have similar stories as you, who might have figured stuff out on their own with their own professional help. That might help you as well, Patrick. Okay? But, please look into CPTSD. That's one thing that really helps people if they don't know they have it and then they realize, yes, I do have it. You have to know to treat that. You have to know what it is to treat it, okay? Thanks, Patrick. Good luck. Rosie from Texas. Hello, Rosie. For 5 months of no contact, 3 friends of my ex contacted me to find out where I am. Is this something my ex could have done? Make them done? Totally. I mean, I don't know if that's what he did. I wouldn't know, obviously. But man, do these people do that. These people do that all the time. These people will wait, not talk to you. You believe it's totally over. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And then you've got them all blocked. They can't get a hold of you, so they get their friends to get a hold of you for them. And they make up stuff. They might tell you this person's not doing well, not feeling well. He's suicidal. He's, we're worried about him. Or, hey, he says he's got some stuff over at your house he wants. When you guys already discussed there's no more stuff over there. It's just hoovering. And yes, these people make other people do that for them. Flying monkeys. Almost everyone's been a flying monkey and doesn't know it. And I'm telling you, if you've dated narcissists, borderline, psychopaths, stuff like that, if that's the kind of person that, if you're dating someone like that, I guarantee you've been a flying monkey before. Guarantee it. Kim from Illinois. Hello, Kim. I have mostly good days now, but it is normal. But is it normal, and why do I still have nightmares about my ex? Still, about every 5 to 6 nights. Very normal, Kim. This is one of the worst things that last the longest, the nightmares. And if you go get professional help, that's one of the first questions they may ask you. You have nightmares. How often? How long has it been? That can also be kind of a basis of how you're doing, how you're healing, how you're feeling. The nightmares stop. They start to span out longer and longer and longer. Is what it is your brain is traumatized, and it's going to take a long time for it to realize that it's not in danger anymore. So I always use a reference of war. Our relationships were like war. It was like a war. And we had little nasty battles that were really, really traumatizing to us. And our brain is on high alert and is going to keep telling you, watch out for this, watch out for that bomb, bullets flying over, duck. It's going to keep doing that until your brain relaxes and realize that it's safe. And it's going to take some time, Kim. Talk. These are issues and feelings that you're having that are surfacing up in your nightmares, fears that you have. Talk about them, Kim. Best thing you could do with nightmares too, okay? Don't be afraid of your nightmares. Don't create a phobia of them. So right after your nightmare, make sure you keep a paper and pen. And I don't remember how long you have. You have, like, the best time to remember nightmares, the first 30 seconds, something like that. So just get in that practice, wake right up, and just try and do it every day for a while. Write down what you dreamt about. Write down, you might have nightmares and not remember. So these are facing your fears, okay, Kim? It's just about addressing them, holding that fear here instead of way over there and getting even more and more scared of it. Okay, these are nightmares. You're always going to be okay. They're going to go away. But talk about these things so that it helps them go away. So you relax your brain, okay? Thanks, Kim. Hope that helps. Good luck. Mark from England. Hello, Mark. My ex called me and asked, who is this? Why? And I know you went more into detail, but man, these guys do this. These guys do this. And I don't know why your ex did this, but one reason I know that these people do this is just to screw with your head. I don't know if that's what happened with you, Mark, with her, but they like to do that. And they'll wait for you to call them months later, and then, who is this? And they know it's you. It's just to make you feel so insignificant. But I don't know. There could be some scenario, Mark, where she has your phone number and forgot what your phone number is and doesn't have you label with your name, maybe. I don't know. But I'm telling you, they do this on purpose. This is something they do. Who is this? Imagine, you live with someone for 5 years, or you're married or whatever, and then one big fight, bam, gone. They're gone. They won't talk to you anymore. And you don't talk to them, and then, 4 months down the road, you call them, who's this? It just feels like crap, and they know it. They know it. They'll do it on purpose, okay? Monica from Cincinnati. Hello, Monica. My ex and I are still in the divorce process, and I'm receiving texts from our son telling me I'm being vengeful. Would this be his father? Again, I don't know, but that's stuff they do. Oh my God, yeah, Monica, this is what they do. You are raising a child with another child. It's not co-parenting, is it? It's not co-parenting because these aren't parents. These people can't be parents. These people will be their friend. These people will be their brother, their sister. They will be their whatever. Abuse the hell out of them too. So yes, this is stuff they do, Monica. And I don't know if he directly told your son that, but I guarantee this guy is talking about things inappropriately in front of your child. I guarantee it. I guarantee it sometimes, some things. I mean, a lot of parents, most parents tend to do that sometime in a divorce process, but you've got a cluster B ex-husband. Oh my God. He's sitting there saying how bad you are to him. Blah, 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 blah. The thing to do is to get your son in counseling. Okay, get your son in counseling so he can start processing this correctly and talk to your son about this. If you can, okay? Try to. Okay? This is also something you can talk to maybe with him and say, stop this crap. You're screwing up your child, not me. You're screwing up your child. Don't know if you'll care. But maybe if that's something you can bring up in some meeting you guys have, divorce meeting or whatever, you bring that kind of stuff up, maybe he'll feel embarrassed. I don't know. Good luck, Monica. Tough situation. I always feel so much for anyone who has a child with a personality disordered person. I'm very sorry. But yeah, I would imagine that's him and my advice. Get your son in counseling, talk to your son, bring this kind of stuff up. Okay? And don't be emotional about it when you bring it up. Michael from Pennsylvania. Hello, Michael. Why does my ex-borderline girlfriend who lives with another man contact me and try to move back, and then I don't want her back at all, and as soon as I agree, she's gone? Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? They love doing that. All kinds of different reasons. One, just to make sure that you still want them. But borderlines change their mind, oh my God, like this. The grass is always greener. And they're standing in the neighborhood and they can see 8 people's lawns and they're like, man, that one's better, that one's better, that one's better, that one's better. And they'll go over there and they're going, I don't like this, I want to go back. And I don't like that, I want to go back. And they're just sick, man. Hamster wheel in their head. She probably changes her mind constantly, I'd imagine. I mean, she knows you're a good guy, Michael. You made her feel really good, but it's also exciting over here, and I don't want to be stuck with Michael forever, so I can't do that. But I'd like to go back to Michael and get some attention, and best thing to do, stop answering the phone. Stop talking to her, because you're never going to win. You're never going to be able to play this nasty, sick game with someone who's done it their whole life. Okay? Leave it alone, Michael. Block. Block, block, block. Don't answer. You see a voicemail, don't listen to it, erase it. Text message, erase it. Okay. Angela from the Philippines. Hello, Angela. What are your thoughts on teenage narcissists? Are they really narcissists or just going through some hormonal issues? Good question. And let me tell you, a lot of therapists don't like to diagnose children with personality disorders. They will identify the traits and the behaviors and stuff like that. But the problem is we're still developing as a child, as a teenager, you're still developing things, very important things. And a lot of children still don't have tons of empathy yet. Empathy is something that we develop into, a lot of times even going into college. So you'll see a lot of these high school bullies, and they're kind of jerks in high school or whatever, and they end up being pretty good people later. We hope. And even like antisocial cannot be diagnosed until 18. Some of these things can be changed and reversed and helped. So we don't like to diagnose children with this. So I hope that helps. Some of the narcissists you see or some of the teenagers you see act like narcissists. No, they are narcissists. Okay, they just aren't in touch with their empathy. I mean, think about a drug addict or alcoholic who abuses alcohol and drugs every day, who might have empathy, but he's not displaying it, is he? He doesn't show it. He's not in touch with his empathy. He doesn't care too much about other people right now, right? I think it's kind of like that. So are they going through some hormonal issues? Oh, yes, they are going through hormonal issues as well. But they're still developing. They're still developing empathy, okay? And they're still learning remorse, things like that. They're still children. Thank you, Angela. I hope that helps. And you know what? I think I'll leave it right there for part 1. And I'll continue part 2. And thank you guys, all of you. Again, go down and ask me any questions. I answer them next Monday. Stay tuned for part 2. If you could, maybe vote up or down. Just kind of let me know how I'm doing, or leave a comment and tell me. Ask anything you want. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Share this if you can somewhere on social media. Just kind of get this information out there for people that don't have it already, okay? Thank you. See you in part 2. Bye-bye.